I'm going to talk about the idea of multiplicity or multiple zeros in some more detail, but in particular looking at an alternative method to long division to determining the multiplicity of a zero. Let p of x be some polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 2, and x equals alpha is a multiple zero of p of x. Then the graph of y equals p of x is tangent to the x-axis at x equals alpha, and the gradient of the x-axis is 0. This also means that the curve has a stationary point at alpha, 0, that is, p dash of alpha is equal to 0. Now graphing y equals p of x at around x equals alpha, where alpha is the 0 of p of x, when the multiplicity is odd, so greater than or equal to 3, so 3, 5, 7, and so on, the graph of y equals p of x will take the shape of what resembles a cubic curve. So the curve will have a horizontal inflection point at x equals alpha. So the curve will be horizontal at x equals alpha, but will cross or pass through the x-axis at that point. When graphing y equals p of x at x equals alpha, where the multiplicity of alpha is even, so multiplicity is in n greater than or equal to 2, the curve will bounce off the x-axis. However, the curve will still be tangent to the x-axis at that point. A zero of multiplicity greater than or equal to 2, so in other words, a multiple zero, will be a stationary point at x equals alpha. Now recall that if x equals alpha is a zero of multiplicity m of the polynomial p of x, then p of x equals x minus alpha, all to the power of m multiplied by q of x, where q of alpha does not equal 0. And a zero of multiplicity 0 is a value of x that is not a zero of p of x. So that is, p of x does not equal 0 at that value of x. And just to sort of highlight that, when m equals 0, so multiplicity equals 0, then p of x equals x minus alpha all to the power of 0. And of course, x can't equal alpha because then you'll have 0 to the power of 0, which is undefined. So p of x equals x minus alpha all to the power of 0 multiplied by q of x. This will become just 1, since anything to the power of 0 is 1 apart from 0 itself. Therefore, p of x just equals q of x.